Hello, everyone. My name is Inga. I'm a professional home organizer and founder of Home in Balance. I started my business in 2016, and from the beginning, my mission is to simplify the life of anyone who feels overwhelmed by clutter, lack of time, excess of items, and disorganization. I help people make positive changes and restore their space by implementing creative and organizing solutions at their home, office, and everyday life. And today my guest is Oksana. Hi, Oksana.
Thank you very much for having me, Inga. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, so can you, Oksana, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess like you, we're in the business of making changes, right? And I'm privileged enough to help people to make these changes in terms of their nutrition and eating habits. And as a qualified nutritional life coach, I help people to transform their eating habits and also to improve their nutrition. And whenever we have to change something, we have to, first of all, give up the old ways, the old habits. And it can be quite hard to do when it comes to food, because food in many cases for us holds a special place. And a lot of the emotional eating is actually driven by unpleasant emotions as well. But however, my clients succeed in both changing their nutrition for the better and feeling good, also looking great as well, because they at the end of the day become the experts in their own health and their own well-being. So that's what I do.
Yeah, so today we are going to talk about the relation between messy and cluttered kitchen and the quality nutrition. And in my opinion, messy kitchen, cupboards full of stuff, food, and unused gadgets has a big impact on our mood, on our motivation to cook, and of course our diet. As well, researchers are learning that the clutter has a big impact on our emotional well-being, and like clutter home is a stressful home.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I'm glad that you mentioned some research, because I think it's important to point out that there is actually many studies which have been done researching the relationship between our well-being and how our living space is actually arranged. And there was one study done in, I think it was done in 2010, where 1,000 participants were interviewed, and they actually found that people with messy, cluttered homes were actually more unhealthy than the ones who live in nice, clean, and tidy homes. And the other research I would love to share with you, because I guess a lot of our viewers are actually women, because it's just so relevant to us. What this study found, and it was published in the scientific journal as well, called Psychology and Social Psychology Bulletin, and they found that women who live in cluttered homes have higher levels of a stress hormone called cortisol. And for those of us who are not quite aware what this hormone does, it basically helps the body to fight the stress. But in terms of our health, it helps to store the fat around our belly. You know the expression, we have a donut around our waist, that this is what donut is all about, right? Most likely it is linked to the high levels of this hormone. And it is in most cases triggered by stress. It can be a real stress, like tragic events, illness, but it's also going to be perceived stress, such as you walk into a kitchen and go, oh my God, it's such a mess here. Before I need to start thinking about food, I actually need to clean it. Okay, so for those of you who think that your struggle to lose weight may be related to this high level of this hormone called cortisol. Keep an eye on your cravings. If you tend to crave more sugary and fatty foods, then probably the likelihood that yes, this hormone is actually elevated. Does this make sense to you, Inga?
Yeah. So now I know how my belly, why my belly was how it was before. But yeah, that's true. Like most of my clients who contact me to declutter and organize their kitchen, they want to do it as a beginning of their transformation. So they really want to change their habits and their diet and lose the weight. But first, they want to have a nice, neat, and welcome kitchen where they will be like, and when the cooking will be a pleasure for them, because
Exactly.
like now they open the cupboards and it's like, oh my god, no, it's like, let's order pizza.
It's too much. It's overwhelming, exactly. And then obviously, because the kitchen is cluttered, you would tend to go for the easier easier food options, really. Whatever is available, you just eat. You don't care because, okay, whatever, everything is a mess anyway, I might as well eat it. So we're talking about, mindless eating, eating when you are tired, eating when you don't have time to actually cook a meal. So of course, a lovely, nicely arranged kitchen would certainly help you to be much more aware of what you are eating and how you're eating as well. So, and I guess your clients are already fantastic because they realize the importance, the importance
Yeah.
of really neat kitchen space in terms of the effect it has on their health.
Yeah, but I think like there is, yes, my clients are great, but I think there's more people who needs to understand the connection and the relation between these two things, clutter in the kitchen, at home, and the bad quality um, with nutrition. But yeah, so maybe I would like to like here present how to start, how to declutter their kitchen, and for those of people who are watching and who are interested. So this is like, I have it here, a few steps.
Okay. So these are the steps by steps of how to declutter your kitchen, right?
Yeah. So first of all, find time. So like 10 minutes, it's not enough, definitely. 1 hour would be great, but if you have like 45 minutes, it's really awesome. So find your time and don't put too much pressure on you, and be focused on your goal. Then choose one cupboard, let's say with food, that you want to organize. This is like your beginning. So choose one cupboard, empty it. So take everything what is in outside, put on the table, on the floor, or wherever you have place. Clean it. It's the best time to clean it because first of all, it's the cupboard. It's already empty, so it's easy, and it will take only like I don't know, no, 5 minutes. And don't forget about all the basket containers, etc. Everything should be clean. And also it's really important because you want to organize, you want to start something new, so start it also like fresh. Don't put food inside the dirty cupboard, and usually the cupboards in the kitchen are those which are quite dirty.
Yeah, they're usually quite neglected. Exactly. Yeah, it's true.
Then, okay, so you have all the food on the table. So sort out, check the expiration date, get rid of all food that is already expired, all food that is like unhealthy, and don't feel guilty of throwing this food, because anyway, it will not help you to be to have better silhouette and better weight and eat better. So get rid of everything unhealthy and everything that you don't want to cook, you don't like. And this food you can like to give to maybe family or some friends who enjoy. Once
exactly. So basically, keep what you want to eat, because food should make you feel good, right?
Yeah.
So keep the foods which will do that for you ultimately.
Yeah, exactly. Then organize the food by category, by type. So like all the pasta, rice, keep together, all the seeds together, dry snacks together. You can make a category like a breakfast or like baking. And what I have it here, and I recommend, it's like I use the basket like this for dry snacks. And
I like the little bags that you have inside. Dried snacks, very very organized.
Yeah. My proteins are in a jar as well, like a flour, then pasta in this kind of container, and my chia seeds here. So to improve the visual look of the cupboard, use the jars and containers like this. So it's the visual look. It's really important, but also it's important to know what you have and where it is. So like the dry snacks, I don't recommend to put them in a separate containers, because it like, as long as you have like a huge kitchen. But if you don't, put in a basket and label it. So this way, I love labels, and because they gives you the pressure to put the things back, and also helps you to maintain the system.
Yes, a bit psychological trick here.
Yeah, exactly. So and also, like, before you go shopping, you check your cupboards, you see, okay, the basket with dry snacks, it's already full, so there is no point to buy more, because first I have to eat this. So yeah, so this is yeah. And the last,
when you were talking about breakfast, I just remembered that in my kitchen I have I have a space for breakfast. So I have my porridge and muesli and so on, and also I have seeds like chia seeds and pumpkin seeds and all sorts of other powders as well, which I add, because, and they are actually in see-through containers, in glass ones as well, because as I'm preparing my breakfast, I can already see what else can I add. So it's very, very easy. You don't need to think about it. You don't need to reach for somewhere. You open it, porridge, muesli, seeds all together. So it's a really, really good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really important to create like a space that will work for you. So if the seeds you use for breakfast, so it's like your category, so keep it together, and this way not forget, because if we put something here and something there, it's like we eat this but we forgot about that, and this way it's like it's a mess. So yeah, categories are very important, and labels, this is what I like. Yeah.
Anything else?
So yeah, these were like the steps. So I will show them again. And
what about, let me ask you a question. What about when you're talking about organizing? What about organizing kitchen gadgets? Because you will probably find that a lot of your clients have like cupboards full of kitchen gadgets, and I can understand the motivation of people, right? For instance, somebody maybe has seen their girlfriend they haven't seen for years, and she has lost tons of weight, and because she got this NutriBullet and she does smoothies every day and she looks great. So when the motivation is high, what you do, you go and get yourself the latest smoothie gadget, and only to find out a month later that you actually used it once. And how do you feel? Well, actually quite like a loser. You haven't lost any weight, you've actually lost the money, and then you just hide it somewhere in the cupboard until the next gadget comes along, right? So what do you do with all these kitchen gadgets?
Yeah, so the problem, like most of my clients, they have all of these gadgets,
that's a lot.
Kitchen, and even more. and of course they never use them. They still in the boxes and somewhere in the kitchen. So how to organize them? So first of all, take all of them out of the cupboards, but really like all of them, and put again on the table, on the floor, somewhere where you have space. Look at them, how many you have. Then check if all works properly, because this is also the question, like yeah, it's I keep this, but it's broken, but one day I will fix it, but it's like now 2 years later and you still had no time to fix it. So I think really today it's a time, it's a day when you should to say goodbye to this thing. And also there are gadgets that they have missing pieces and you cannot use them because there's something missing, and the story is again the same. So don't feel guilty, put on the side, go to get rid of them. So then let's say that on the table left only gadgets that works properly, but not like you know how they works, but you don't have like any idea how to use them. You bought them, you wanted to change something in your diet, but you end up like with cupboards full of stuff. So here we have something for you.
Exactly. So just to kickstart your healthier nutrition, your healthier life in a brand new tidy kitchen, I have especially selected some recipes for different gadgets, which are mostly which are found in most of the kitchens. Okay, there's a blender, a steamer, a rice cooker, and so on and so forth. So we're going to start with an easier one, which is making smoothies with a blender, Thermomix, NutriBullet, whatever you might call it. But the idea is that you make your own healthy drink, which not only looks good, but actually provides you a lot of vitamins and minerals. And on my site nutritionright.com/news, I have a little summary, especially for you, how to make the perfect smoothie for you, what you need to include, but also make your life a little bit easier because you'll probably be tired after all this cleaning. I've actually pre-selected 3 smoothie recipes. One of them is for detoxing, okay? The second one is for nourishing the skin, which we particularly would to pay attention now coming into the hot, dry summer. And the third recipe is for the bit of an energy booster as well on days when we may feel a little bit low. So go online and check out this recipe, and then later on I will be adding more and more recipes for different gadgets. So try them out. As Inga said, keep the ones which you want to use, which you think you would like the result, the final result by using the gadget, and experiment with recipes.
Yeah, so like once you try different recipes and you come to the conclusion that, okay, this gadget, it's nice, but I don't like this kind of food anymore. I don't have time to prepare this way my food, etc., etc. Don't hesitate also to get rid of it. You don't have to throw it, but sell it, donate it. There's a lot of people and a lot of platforms that you can give the second life to things that you will not use anymore. So, and this way also you will make a room in your kitchen for appliances that really deserve space in your kitchen and you really want to keep. So be focused.
And they will actually motivate you to cook, because if they're there, you know how to use them, you've experimented with recipes, you're probably much more motivated to actually use them again. And a lot of these gadgets actually help you to cook healthier, like steaming, grilling, blending. They're all helping you to develop healthy eating habits as well. But Inga, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When you mentioned cupboards, there is one cupboard which you haven't mentioned, which I'm sure every household has, is the naughty cupboard. How do we deal with the naughty cupboard where all the naughty food is?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. So Usually I advise my clients, it's if they don't want kids reaching to the naughty cupboard and for sweets, cookies, chocolate, the best idea is to put like on the top shelf, top cupboard, so it will be like difficult to take something, to grab something. So it's like kids usually they have to ask for permission, the parents, but parents of course they will say no. So like put it as high as possible. But I know, Oksana, that you have a great trick. But
Yes, and this is a trick for adults. For adults, okay? I'm sure adults have their own little naughty cupboard as well, with whatever it is they may be, you know, for the evenings when the next series on Netflix maybe deserve a little bit of a trick of a treat. So what I have for you is to try and learn how to eat a little bit more mindfully and be aware of your food choices before it's too late. Too late, I mean when the packet is gone, when the packet is empty, that is too late. So let's just start at the beginning. So whenever you have an urge to snack, okay, first of all, check in with your hunger levels. Like, are you eating it because, or rather you want to eat it because you're genuinely really hungry, or are you eating it because you just want a bit of a comfort food, a bit of a snack, maybe to pick you up a little bit. You know, at the end of the day, what you want is to feel better after the food than before, right? So as I mentioned, the packet is gone, it's too late. So what I advise you to do is to put up a note. It can even be on a post-it note. This phrase, if you're not really hungry, what you're looking for isn't here. And as you're looking at all the treats in the naughty cupboard and reading this phrase, you will connect your intention with actually what is it that you really want. And most likely, once you give yourself this little bit of time, this few seconds of awareness, most likely you will turn around and say, nah, I don't really want this. So this is a great little trick.
yeah, I really like it. And I think I have to write this sentence for my husband, because he's the one who usually try to find something sweet around the house. I have to like hide somewhere behind the flower or somewhere all the chocolate, and yeah.
Well, let's just give him a bit of space to be aware. What is he doing? Why is he grabbing for this chocolate or for the sweet stuff?
Yeah. But also the questions that you mentioned, like this is something that I really want. This is something that will help me. So this kind of question I ask my clients when I work with them, not like in the kitchen, but with clothes mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And before they go shopping, ask yourself why you want to buy it. It's something that you really need, or it's something that it's in fashion now. It's like you saw like your friend has it, or you feel too much pressure, and it's like people expect it from me to have this thing. So
Mm-hmm.
I yeah, you can like the same question you can use in different categories, let's say.
Yeah, I think because in the beginning you introduce yourself in terms of making a change. You know that in order to make a change, you have to be aware. What is it? Why do you want the change? What is it going to give you? What result do you want? So of course you have to start asking yourselves questions like
Yeah.
what you have just said.
Yeah. Okay, so like we have organized cupboards, we have organized kitchen appliances.
Mhm.
We know that messy kitchen affect on our diet. What else we could recommend?
Mm, there is
Waters.
something that yes, there is something that I would personally highly recommend. And for me, this trick saved a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of stress, and actually helped me to eat even better. And it's all about giving yourself 5 or 10 minutes every week to plan your meals for the following week. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you do a shopping list. Okay. So as you're thinking, okay, I'm going to make, I don't know, spaghetti bolognese. You open the cupboard, actually the tomatoes is already there, so I don't really need to buy. So you're not buying too much, you only buy what you need. Like, okay, I don't have tomatoes. So okay, this goes on the list. Okay, so it's buying less, making much more aware choices about what is it that you intended to eat, and also use this moment to find out the recipes that you would like to use with your chosen kitchen gadget. Okay, so there are various, some people write them on a piece of paper, but as you know, the piece of paper, you may misplace it, and more importantly, you cannot share it with anyone. This piece of paper stay with you. So if you're going to send your husband, don't forget to give a piece of paper. Okay, so what I would recommend you do is to have an app. It's called a shopping list app. Personally, I use this one. It's very, very simple. Oh, you can't see it very well. It's called Microsoft to-do list. It's basically a very simple list of things you can share. The other one, which hopefully you can see it now better. You can't see it very well. Oh, so okay. It's called Bring Shopping List. It basically has even pictures and categories of foods. For instance, it has a category of fruits and has a picture of an apple. You just click on an apple and it goes into a shopping basket. Okay, I need to buy apples. Bananas, click on bananas and it goes into shopping basket. And then the beauty of it is that you can share it with another person as well. Okay, so if you forgot to add something, you can quickly type it and the other person will receive it immediately. And the third one I have is called Shopping Share. I don't know whether you can see it. Can't see it very well. So there are, all of these apps are free. There are many of them available. So try it out, and you know what? I think after a while, you will be so pleased with yourself for actually only buying what you need, economizing the money, not stressing about whether you're going to plan this recipe and now you've run out of tomato sauce, right? So actually, I think you'll be so pleased with yourself that it will be a lovely, easy, nurturing habit to have for many years to come. You know, the things which we are proud of, the things which make us feel good, we want to keep. Okay, so this is an easy trick.
Yeah, so I really like it, and I think like everything is connected because so first of all, when your cupboards and when your food is organized by category, first you open, you see what you already have, then you can plan what you will eat, and
Exactly.
it's the result is what I need to buy, what is missing, and you the kitchen is full of everything and there's a mess everywhere. It's even you don't have a shopping list, you just go and buy what you see. Most of the time you go hungry, so it even you buy more.
It was, yes.
So like it's like everything, it's the effect of something before. So it's really important to start like if you want to change something, start from the beginning, not like in the middle, because there's still something behind you that will hold you like there and will not allow you to make a step forward. Like check your kitchen. It doesn't need to be perfect, of course, but you have to be aware what you have and where it is. And not like sometimes my clients, they have like a kitchen and 10 cupboards, and in each of the cupboard they're like the same products. So you can find pasta here and there, and then they go shopping and they buy more pasta.
Yeah, and then you get distracted. If you have too much stuff, you get distracted and then you get stressed, and then the snowball effect is. But as I said, start from the beginning, make some very small steps, because once you make really small steps, okay, there's 45 minutes choosing the cupboard, clearing the cupboard, you're going to feel so good about yourself. You're going to be so proud of yourself. You might go, you will really get the hang of it, of actually doing it. And once the cleaning is organized, then you start with gadgets, and then it's like gradually building your own healthy way of functioning around your kitchen, and then healthy way of actually nourishing yourself as well in a lovely space, which is for ultimately cooking and enjoying food, and also for some people relaxing as well. Like I actually relax from in my kitchen. It's my own space, and I love it.
I cannot say the same about the kitchen because, like, to back to the year ago, I hated cooking, but now, thanks to you, actually, I can say that I like it a little bit. I enjoy more. So I enjoy to prepare something for my family. And especially now in the time we all are now. So when we are stuck at home, I really enjoy it to, like, we can do something together with my family. So
it's lovely that you're saying that you're actually enjoying it, because there is an element to it. It shouldn't be a chore. Surely maybe a bit of a cleaning, maybe that you feel like a chore, you have to do it. But also you will get such a kick out of it. You will get enjoyment out of being in a nice, clean environment. Gradually, you will enjoy eating better and healthier.
Yeah, so that's true. So I see, like, we can both agree that organized kitchen is a way to have more mindful choices about what we eat and how we cook.
Absolutely.
How we live.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know. I think we mentioned everything what we wanted. Do you have?
If there is something our dear listeners, viewers, that you would really like for us to advise you or to help you with, just drop us a line. Drop us a line on a social media. We're both on Facebooks. We are both on Instagrams, on our YouTube channel. So ask your question. If it's important for you enough to answer, to ask, it's important for us to answer. So all your questions will be answered, and it will be a real pleasure for us to help you, because it made the difference in our lives, and we know people who have benefited from our expertise in their life. So it would be just wonderful to share it with you.
Yeah, exactly. So we are here for you. So if you have any question, any problem, don't hesitate to contact us on Instagram, Facebook, email, website, whatever it's more comfortable for you. And what I want to say also, that I really recommend Oksana as a nutrition specialist, and she helped me 1 year ago to lose almost 8 kilos. So really, and now I'm, what I said before, like, I enjoy more when I am in the kitchen, and not only I'm there to clean, but also to cook. And this is, like, really a big step for me. And I'm more aware about what to eat, how to eat, and when it, because it's like the time, it's also important. So if you need some advice about food, about nutrition, don't hesitate, contact Oksana direct.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. But as I said, that the client does the hardest job, because actually I can guide them, I can advise you, we can fine tune certain things, I can explain certain issues, but at the end of the day, it's the client who has to go out and do it. And I think we're all motivated enough to be healthy, to eat well, to look good, and so guys, be brave and look after yourselves and do something. If you really want to do it, go for it.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. So so thank you so much, Oksana.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure.
And thank you. Bye bye.